You ever walk into a place and feel like the walls already decided who you are before you even say a word? Yeah, that was me. That morning. Old courthouse in a small Illinois town. Paint peeling. Same judge been on the bench 20 years too long. And that smell in the hallway kinda like paper mixed with ego. I had a $1 $200 parking citation in my hand and a badge in my coat pocket. But no one saw the badge. They just saw a black guy with worn-out boots and a quiet look. And they thought I was gonna fold. Let me back up a sec. My name's Raymond Cole. I've spent the last 12 years working as a senior civil rights investigator for the Department of Justice. My job: document patterns. Listen when nobody else does. But that day, I wasn't there with an agenda. I just wanted to contest a bogus ticket. That's it. No drama. Until Officer Grant showed up with that smirk like he was auditioning for a role in a bad courtroom show. "Guess you had to work up the courage to show," he said. I didn't even flinch. Just told him, "I'm here to set the record straight." He leaned in like he owned the room and whispered, "Don't bother. Judges here don't take kindly to excuses, especially not from your kind." Yeah, that happened. Now Judge Monroe didn't even look at me when she fined me. Just banged her gavel like she was ordering a sandwich. And I remember thinking, so this is how justice hides in plain sight. No questions asked, or no evidence reviewed. Just a signature and boom, $1, $200 gone. But here's where things got interesting. I didn't walk out. I sat there, quiet, watching, noting every move. The bailiff scratching his neck. The clerk pausing a half-second too long. The judge flipping her pen like it annoyed her to even be present. And then there was this girl, Maria, 20-something, nervous, sitting in the back row, didn't say much. But when I finally stood, she slipped me a folded note. I saw what they did. It read, "It happens all the time." That note, that was the twist. It wasn't just me. It never is. So I walked up to the front, no fanfare, no raised voice, and said, "Judge Monroe, I think you should know. I'm Raymond Cole with the DOJ's Civil Rights Division." Silence. You could hear the fluorescent lights buzzing. She blinked. But it wasn't surprise, it was calculation. Like, how much trouble is this about to be? The clerk's hands froze. Officer Grant already vanished. No accusations. I told her, just observation. But I will be filing a report. And then I left. Back in my office that night, I didn't sleep. I logged every second: transcripts, timestamps, photos, statements. And yeah, Maria's note, I filed that too, with her permission. Turns out, that courthouse had more cracks than anyone wanted to admit. Within 2 weeks, the state board requested a formal inquiry. 3 clerks stepped forward. One former defendant shared how his 73-year-old mother was fined $600 for not standing fast enough. The whole place rotten from the root, but it didn't end there. 3 months later, I was invited back this time to speak. Same building, same judge, but the energy different. People leaned in when I talked. The silence was listening. And as I walked out that afternoon, coffee in hand, someone tapped my shoulder. "Mr. Cole." A young man said, "You made us believe we could speak." 2. And maybe that's the real win. Not just a fine overturned, not just a report filed, but a room full of people who finally realized they were never the problem the system was. So now I gotta ask you, have you ever been silenced in a place that promised to hear you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk justice, truth, and whether silence should ever be the final verdict.